Hotworx dish and tell us a little bit about yourself and your fitness regimen and how you got involved in fitness.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. As far as my fitness history goes, I was somebody that was always in activities and things as a child. I mean, I did everything from ballet to jazz to horseback riding to basketball. I was very much incorporated into that fitness realm as a kid. High school, I kind of fell off a little bit just because I went more in the arts direction, but afterwards in college, I got right back into it. I met some friends that had me do some intramural sports, so it started with soccer, which was never something that I did, so that was a very hilarious time for me to start out doing. And then afterwards, I just kind of continued on with just doing random classes here and there. I was a big Orange Theory person for a while. And then I got involved with Hotworx, and then my passion for fitness just completely picked up from there.
So basically you played sports, you danced, you did ballet, you did all sorts of stuff. Growing up, how much did being involved in athletics and fitness help you develop as not just a person, but as a female?
Oh, my goodness, so much so. Just in the confidence that it was giving me, too. Just having, tens of hundreds possibly of people watching you play a sport and giving it your all, that just develops such a confidence in somebody more than anything else. I really think that was it, and time management skills as well. Having to plan around practices, having to plan around, basic things like taking a shower afterwards if I wanted to go see a movie with friends and things like that. So I would definitely say that it helped me be a well-rounded person in that sense. And as far as being a girl in that situation as well, it gives you confidence in just your everyday life. You're like, you might not be able to open a jar of pickles, but I can slam a goal in soccer. I can throw some hoops in basketball. So it's all about those little accomplishments that you get in having that.
And what I think is so cool about you is that you've translated your love of fitness into a career. Tell me a little bit about Hotworx and how you got involved running your own Hotworx.
Thank you. Hotworx is something that has become a very big passion of mine. I used to work in the wellness industry. I worked doing hiring for a wellness center that's here in Atlanta, and actually the franchisee, the owner of my location, reached out to me on LinkedIn and asked if I would be interested in the position. And because Hotworx is not only just a fitness studio, we don't only do workouts, it's also infrared heat. And infrared heat is just such a great thing with so many amazing benefits. So that's really what got me involved and interested in it in the first place, just because of the amazing benefits that you get, and plus working out with it is just amazing. So it was just two different passions that I had in life came together as one, and it really just kind of set a fire in me. I was like, that sounds like something I should do. It sounds like a company that I need to be involved in, especially because it's so new at the same time as well. Just really getting involved in the beginning stages of anything is very exciting, and I've always been somebody that likes to take a risk, so it was an exciting little risk that we got to take, and it's really just taken off just in the year that I've been with them. It's amazing.
Your location is in Smyrna, and I joined Hotworx. That's how you and I got to know each other. And literally, Kelly, the minute I walked in the door and your smiling face and your bubbly personality, it felt like home to me. And the workout is not something I would ever have thought about doing. I am a get on the ground and CrossFit and spin classes and stuff like that. And Hotworx is different from my everyday routine. But when I tell you I'm addicted, I'm obsessed. So tell everybody how Hotworx is so different from your average, everyday, ordinary workout and what makes it so beneficial.
So Hotworx is a 24-hour infrared fitness studio. So at my location, the Smyrna location, we have 8 different infrared saunas, and you do specific workouts inside the saunas. So we have 15-minute high-intensity sessions, which are cycling or rowing, which is your favorite. We know you love your cycle. And then we also have our 30 to 40-minute isometric sessions. So the isometric sections are going to be yoga or Pilates, or we have a buns, core, bar. There's a whole bunch of different options that you can do. So what makes it very cool is that everything is virtually instructed, meaning that there's TVs in all of the saunas, so you're following along with what people are doing on the TV screens. You can be private or semi-private in your saunas, so you can really cater to what you specifically want for that workout. So you can make it more of a meditation time, your alone time, you're just setting your goals, you're like setting up your week for yourself, or you can be in there with friends and having a great time laughing and sweating at the same time. That sweat is just something that you get so addicted to. Once it starts rolling down my arms, oh my goodness, I tell you what, that is just the rush of a lifetime right there.
I'm absolutely hooked and addicted to it, and I'm actually suffering from a sore throat, and I don't know if it's allergies or a cold, but that was my first thought, was to hit that infrared sauna and just stay in there and cycle it out a little bit. And I already feel better. Like, the benefits have just been amazing. Like, my skin, my hair, and, you know, you hear all the pitch when you first walk in. But for you guys, I walk in, you guys are like, hey, Melissa, how's it going? And you know everybody's name. You guys are so passionate about it that it just resonates with all the members. And like I said, I walk out of there every day smiling. So how did you kind of build that staff at Hotworx where it makes it such a community type of workout versus just going in? But you guys have really built a community at the Hotworx. Just talk a little bit about that and how you guys work so hard to build that, I guess, passion and community that is Hotworx Smyrna.
Well, Ashley, the owner of our location, has always said that there's so many workout places. It's such a saturated market. There's an Orange Theory on every corner. There's a Pure Barre everywhere. There's different boot camp places. So we are really just another one of those places. But what sets us apart from everyone else is the customer service and the hospitality and the community that we build. And personally, I'm somebody that likes to be held accountable and have people that I like at my gym. Like, going to a gym where the girl's just like, hey, how's it going? Like, you're not really motivated to go. You're not wanting to go there all the time. So building that community and building that safe house and that home feeling was very important to us, and the fact that we want people to want to come work out and want people to want to bring their friends and show their friends and see how amazing it really is. Because not only you can make friends while you work there, but you're also getting amazing benefits. So we really just wanted to create a safe environment for everyone that walks through the door. It makes me happy to see that you are seeing the benefits of that and seeing that we really do make an effort to know everybody's name and to make sure that everyone is happy and comfortable in their session. So it's really nice to hear that what we've worked so hard towards has really come across.
I don't know, it can be intimidating to walk into any gym, and including Hotworx, because a lot of people think it's, you know, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hot and I'm going to be sweating. And then literally as soon as they get a workout done, they're hooked. So how do you kind of combat that a little bit when people are like, oh, I'm worried about the heat, or I'm worried about it being too hot. Am I going to pass out? Like, what do you say to people that might be intimidated to try this workout?
You don't always have to start out at 125 degrees. That's our base heat. We can turn the saunas down. That's what I usually like to tell people. And it does take about 3 to 5 sessions to fully acclimate to the heat. I would say that it's very much just having people come back and try it again, just because we do have so many different sessions. Maybe you tried a yoga and you've never tried yoga before and that's not really your thing. And then somebody comes back and then they try the bun session and then they're hooked from there. It's all about finding what that person really would love to try and do. And we would totally let people try it a couple of times before actually joining and signing up, just because it is a new concept and it's something completely out of the norm. So sometimes people just need that extra little nudge before really becoming hooked and becoming a member with us.
So what is your favorite Hotworx session?
Pilates and yoga are my go-tos. I really just love them all. I kind of go through phases. Right now, the new band session is my absolute favorite. This new one is just absolutely amazing. It works your shoulders in ways that my shoulders have never been worked before. But Pilates and yoga I do a couple of times a week just because they're easy. They're all the time. But the bands is like my new favorite obsession that I have.
Yeah, I did the bands workout last week, and like I said, I CrossFit, I spin, I run, or rather I jog, and I did bands. I had to walk out of the sauna about 6 times. It's an amazing, like I call it sucktastic, because it was terrible, but in such an amazing way, and the only way that you can understand it is if you try it. So that's definitely one I'm going to go back to. We talked about community. I walked in there tonight, and you guys are doing this November challenge, and I absolutely love it. It's an incentive to stay on track. So you guys are really committed to your clientele. Where does that belief and where does that come from, where you guys it's not just a business for you, it's more than that?
It's a lifestyle altogether. We really like to keep people involved and coming back, and we have over 600 members, and we really just want to have all of those people continuously coming back and doing their workouts and being involved in the community and stuff, especially because if you take a break for a month and then come back, you're almost starting from ground zero, but that's with any workout routine. So we always like to have little incentives and things going on So last month we did a nutrition challenge where people are being held accountable for their nutrition and also their workouts. We used a little bingo sheet. And then now this November we're doing 30 sessions in 30 days. So you complete the 30 different sessions, you cross them off as you do your different sessions, and then you complete them. And I think that we're doing a little giveaway at the end of the month as well for all the winners. So that'll be a fun little thing. We just really like to have that community. And also we hang them up in our little FX zone so you see all the other people that are doing it, and it kind of sparks that little competition in those people as well.
That's so awesome. How much has Hotworx and sports and fitness changed your life?
It has changed my life in so many different ways, not only in the way that I look and the way that I feel, but also in just the discipline that it's given me to make sure that I get in and do my workouts and make sure I feel the way that I do, just because it's just a completely different world when you're not working out and not eating correctly. It's so different. The way that you feel is just different. I don't know. I absolutely love it. It's just once you start going, you never go back.
So what advice would you give somebody now that we've got the holiday season? It's way too easy, Kelly, to have that excuse of, oh, I'll start January 1st. Like, what advice would you give somebody to, if they're already in a fitness routine, whether it's Hotworx or, another facility, what advice would you give them just to keep powering through this holiday season?
Don't wait to gain 15 pounds to lose 15 pounds would be the biggest thing I have to say. Just because I feel like people use the holidays as an excuse to gain weight just because we're around cookies and turkeys and all of these different things. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'll wait till January. Yes, eat the cookies. Yes, do the turkey thing. Do all that all amazing stuff, but also work out and be in the fitness world so you can feel amazing while indulging at the same time. It takes that guilt away.
You have the fall fiesta. You've got a 5K coming up. Just talk about some of the events that people can get involved in.
We love being out in the community, so much so we never say no to anyone that always approaches us to be out in the community. So this weekend we are throwing our fall fiesta, which will just have a couple of fun other wellness vendors that are out in the Smyrna community. We're going to have amazing deals as far as memberships and retail, and we're going to be sampling some new products that we'll be putting out just to have people come in and have a little party on their Saturday morning. And then our 5K coming up is awesome because they approached us and asked if we wanted to sponsor it, so we said yes. And Tony's husband and Lindsay, one of our TSAs there, are actually participating in it as well, which is fantastic. So not only is it a way for us to support people that we work with, but we also get to be out in the community in that sense in the same time.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm all about that community because it makes it so much easier to get your workout in. So what's next for Kelly? What's your next big move, or what's your next big fitness goal that you have for yourself?
My goal with Hotworx and overall goal right now, we are top 7 in the nation, and we would really love to push into that top 5 mark. We're top performing in Georgia right now, which is absolutely amazing. So just being the absolute best is just the goal for right now. There's no specific number or anything of that sort, but just being the best that we possibly can be in every way, shape, and form.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that I didn't touch upon that you would like to add or talk about?
I don't think so. It's been a pleasure. I love this. This is super fun.
I'm so glad that you were able to take time out of your busy schedule.